And that's where the frustration is. That system is not working, and it's failing Edmontonians.
Edmonton's mayor joining the long list of those calling for urgency in federal bail reform after a number of recent homicides in Edmonton, including the random killing of a father of 7. Edmonton police say the man charged with second-degree murder in Sunday night stabbing was also in breach of bail conditions.
And he was supposed to be under house arrest 24 hours, but instead of living in a house, he was living in a tent. So really that prompts the questions, what happened?
So he's sending a letter to the federal justice minister to call for action, also pointing to the 2022 double homicide in Chinatown. The man charged in the random attacks was dropped off in Edmonton by RCMP against bail conditions. The federal government is in the midst of bail reform. That's Bill C-48, introduced in May, but still making its way through Parliament.
Should we make sure that there are people that are unsafe to be in public, need to be incarcerated? Yes, but we need to do a lot more than that. This is not a solve-all. This is not a fix-all. This is a Band-Aid on a gunshot wound.
Criminologist and former EPS Inspector Dan Jones agrees bail reform is needed, but says it will have very little impact on the overall picture of violent crime or the fact Edmonton police are seeing 2 out of 3 violent offenders reoffend within 2 years of being released from prison or while on bail, saying research shows addressing root causes is needed for public safety, namely toxic street drugs and the mental health crisis.
Self-medicating as a result of significant trauma in their life, we're not addressing any of that. Jail doesn't address any of that. Remand center for sure doesn't address it. So I think we need to think broader, bigger, and we also need to think long-term. I feel bad for the police right now because you look at the violence that they've experienced and seen and had to go to within the last 7 days is egregious and atrocious.
Mayor Sohi says he also met with Alberta's public safety minister Friday, stressing the importance of the province and feds working together on a bigger picture strategy.
Our safety system is not working. We're not preventing people from falling into hard times. Once they're in hard times, we're not helping them get out of those hard times. And once they've done their time, we're back into the community. We're not supporting them to integrate.
So he's saying that the additional 50 police officers funded by the province will still take a 1.5 years to train. In Edmonton, Carly Robinson, City News.